So we just cranked the first one over to find out if it had oil pressure. Definitely has oil pressure. Apparently, the owner had taken that plug out, so we're fired up. Pinged a little bit down low, didn't it? We loaded it, it was like, sparky.
Get that through there, Frank?
What?
You gonna get that through there? Look at it.
You guys got more bolts?
On the Maxi Fox buttons. But we will miss 4.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because normally you have 4 studs. 1 stud on each corner.
The fuckers are metric too, eh?
Yeah.
I brought some metric bolts though.
Yeah, you have header bolts. Go grab them.
I didn't bring header bolts.
That's what they are, Dad.
Well, these are? These bad boys? Not sure?
There we go. No,
Yeah, I just speed it up after the thing.
I'm doing regular video here. I'm getting B-roll.
I can do a little bit. I can use it however. It's the thing.
Yeah.
I ain't got it, I can't use it.
Yeah, I need my tighter unit on the valve.
You can't forget, you guys are YouTube famous, yeah?
Yeah, YouTube thing.
So Todd, give me a prediction.
I don't know, this is a tough one. I'm saying 650, but I'm fairly optimistic. I think we'll do it. I need some.
You think 650? Need oil, just grab some off the floor from our previous
Grab
mess.
some off our previous oil.
Yes. Oh yeah, there's still a bunch under there. Yeah. So you think 650?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, that's pretty solid. Hey Scott, we're getting down to it. What do you want? What do you want to make?
I'd like 650.
650?
50 would be cool.
That's not bad.
So you interviewing Scott, see how nervous he is?
A little bit. And what do you think it's gonna make?
I'm not an LS guy, I really don't know. This is the first LS I ever put on the dyno.
Well, so far we have two 650s.
I think it's in that neighborhood. I mean,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna, you know,
We're doing
venture a guess.
We're doing prices right, so I'm gonna say 642.
You know, I'm kind of 6 1/4 to 650 is what I am, but you know, that's kind of small for what I'm used to. So, but the heads flow a lot more than what I'm used to. So, we'll see.
We're fixing to find out.
I mean, a heavy flowing head may, you know, we may be band-aiding small blocks with a really big can to try and outrun shitty heads. You know? And so, if that's the case,
And what's going to be the tell that that's the case?
Horsepower, DYNO
And RPM. And RPM.
Yeah. I mean, if it makes like monster steam, like our big cam small block, I mean, an engine's an engine. It's just a big air pump. Depends how efficient you run the air through it. This one, the heads do run the air through more efficiently than a small block. So that's, you know, I've seen what that does.
I may have lost a bit of that because I hit a button.
Hit a button.
I had to start another video.
Said an engine is an engine. It's just an air pump.
Yes.
So it depends how efficiently it runs the air through it. And these heads are more efficient than the small block, for sure. I mean, I like small block, but I'm not stupid. These are better heads.
Well, it's also massage too.
Yeah, but I mean, we've massaged our small block heads that we brought too, you know.
Yeah, but more is more. We're a lot more, I think.
There's a lot more. It's got bigger valves, bigger runners, straighter runners, better valve angle. I mean,
To do this head on a small block Chevy, it costs you about $8,000.
yeah.
Shit.
You know, you gotta buy super nice stuff. Plus, these are, you know, supposedly a better valve situation. You don't have your side-eased exhaust valves in the center. I don't know how much that really does affect them in the real world. But
It affects head gasket sealing and stuff like that.
and yet, in order to do that, you've got to go less head bolts, so you have more head gasket problems. So I mean, what do you really gain? Because you can't put 16 head bolts in this configuration.
Well, it's Steve Morris.
Steve Morris did it, but he didn't.
Well,
follow Steve Morris? Yeah. I mean, you like Cadillac shit, you know? You get the best of the best. of everything.
What do we want to do here, Mr. Yeah, it's just leftover oil for putting oil on it.
But even Steve Morris started out in a little shop. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
listen to his story
yeah,
and
yeah.
begin when he was
Failed a lot of times.
Currently, we're not looking for.
You'll almost never see anybody that was successful that didn't fail a few times. That's just reality. I mean, everybody, it seems like all those multimillionaires went bankrupt at some point, you know?
Put your hand Perfect.
Not that Steve's a multimillionaire, but he's successful. He definitely built quite a nice business there.
Oh, it's not for multi-millionaire.
Yeah, well, they need to be.
Okay, Frankie.
I want to crank that a bit and make some oil pressure. Like he did make some. Just crank that a little bit, see if it makes oil pressure. Frank.
Hang on, hang on. It takes a while on me, so I'll unplug it. I'll let you crank it for a second, so oil pressure.
Making oil pressure, good.
That actually didn't take long for an OS.
No, but we primed it from the top. So. We got a big leak.
That hose is leaking. You want to see me tighten that? It's leaking right around the hose. Gee, I wonder who installed that.
Yeah, we got water up there now.
Oh no!
I was afraid that might happen.
We're gonna find another one.
That minty hose unit. There it is. Oh god. Just
That's not leaking down there, Frank.
just clamp it. Put some plastic and clamp it.
Yeah, the pump will remove water from the engine,
Yeah.
and after I will try to find another one.
Yeah, it's leaking right through that hose.
Yeah, I saw that. pitted, I was afraid. Yeah.
Me too, but I didn't think it was on that.
I thought you were going to take the one off the Scott's motor and put it on.
Fairness, when you're working on shit alone at midnight, trying to get
I thought you did
done.
that earlier. We discussed it.
Well, I'm like 0 hours of sleep. You tend to forget things.
I mean, we almost forgot the jet kit like 3 times.
You need to just slow down on all the women there.
Well, I wasn't even winning. I was just behind.
Questions over. It's a fuel line with the plug. That's it. Oil management line.
With that big splitter, what?
No. We're trying to reduce this hose a lot. I mean, there's only so much you're going to reduce it.
Big working, man. Oh no.
I was just busy reading a world recorded text message.
Is it easier with people around or by yourself?
It's faster with help,
Yeah.
but
Less stressful by yourself?
when I'm alone, I know what I did and what I didn't. So now I just double check.
That part is very true. I've done it enough times. I've been trying to double check it with you just to.
The plug is there.
Oh, I have it. Let it piss a little bit there. We're good. Probably got a little air in it, doesn't it? Let the air go out a little bit.
That's the whole point of the air.
We're good now.
Collar's too big.
Is this water system doesn't probably build any pressure anyway, does it? Constantly running through it.
We'd find out.
Watch it blow this thing up. Hydro lock itself.
I actually would.
And
If you got a small enough amount of water going in, it would actually run. I poured water down in the board when it's city. Old oil burner motors there if I want to clean the plugs off.
I did it the other day with like 6 cylinders.
Did you? Oh yeah. I didn't know I was burning any oil.
A little bit. If I wanted a more high performance rig, it's a wash the intake valves off too. Modern problems require
That's like a safety enough for ugly chicks or what?
modern problems require modern solutions. fucking, it's 14.0. Like, wow, and it's still 14.0. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but it's soon. We have to. The idle.
I understand, but usually you crack when it goes red.
Yeah.
It's like 14.0 when you're like,
Okay.
what?
The lead it, when he hit it, it went to 13.6
Okay.
on the gas.
So we won't air. Fuel.
I think we better put some jet in it.
Okay.
I'm scared not to. I don't want to hurt it.
Well, we could just try starting a pole. We could wrench it in and just try starting a pole. I mean, we try loading it in at 3.
We're going to put jet in it. Why don't we just put jet in it? We'll need jet.
You want to take the cars off, or? I guess we can. There's nothing really attached to it.
Well, we got up to your gas. What do you want to do?
Sounds like we're gonna go. Why don't you guys take the cars off and we're gonna go grab the jet in?
Burn it up to the other jets. And that carburetor was right on the 6-liter. That sounds a lot better. I like it a lot better. That was good.
We'll do this. We'll do a short pull, and I want to just pull a spark plug to just see if we get a timing mark.
Frank, you know every time we come here we got to take the chip out of the ignition box.
Well, the good part is I can control that now.
Oh, that's true.
RPM second.
What's that?
How much RPM per second you want?
Oh, 400, I guess. Try and do a fairly quick pull because I don't, if it is, I don't know if that timing is accurate on the computer, with the new crankshaft,
Yeah.
That's true. We should actually check a plug, make sure we don't have
That's
any
what I'm saying. I want to make this short
any
pull.
detonation or anything. See where our timing mark is.
Too much work pressure. Too much, a little bit. Yeah, 120.
That's an okay problem.
What do you think it's going to make for horsepower now that you've seen it pull?
Well, I don't know what the timing's actually at, so.
I make idle after the pull, so I fucked the reading on the spark plug.
Oh, it's all right. It won't. We'll get to see the
still
timing mark.
What did it do? What did it do on the graph?
Yeah, you got to just go to the corrected though.
479 torque so far, and 450. So that would tell me we're a ways off on our. We're a ways off yet on our stuff.
Oh yeah, but
We have
Where are we at?
we're low RPM.
Pretty rich.
pretty rich. So too much jet or not enough timing.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards not enough timing, probably.
Okay, and you're okay to
Pull plug.
to have how many oil pressure pound?
As many as we want until it blows the filter off.
Okay. Okay.
We don't really have a choice, Frank.
I know.
It's not like you're scared of getting the.
If it's making too much oil pressure, we have to go home and
Yeah,
fix
I
it.
got enough for today.
We have to go home and put a smaller pump in or loosen the bearings.
Yeah.
I've never heard you say we had too much oil pressure before.
Especially on the
First
LS.
time.
Yeah.
Normally at 100 I stop the pool,
Yeah.
and I want to be sure that the oil filter is very tight.
Yeah.
Because the seal on the oil on the oil filter doesn't hold.
Yeah.
A
And we
lot.
have a billet filter on our car.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can change. You can just take it apart and clean it.
Okay.
So second pull on the second engine. And we're hoping the oil filter doesn't fly off.
It has potential.
You have potential. What oil you get in it?
1030.
It looks like you probably need to fix that seal anyway. So you have to take that cover off
Well, I would have to take number off.
to fix the spring. In the oil pump?
Oh, I
You
have
want
to
reduce
do my
pressure?
one to reduce pressure. I don't know if we want to reduce pressure.
I think probably you do. But I don't think there's any reason to have 120 pounds of oil pressure.
Burning oil off your header. Header's got warm.
How many RPM did you go to?
5.5.
I stopped before already with 144 pounds of oil pressure.
Oh my god, that is getting a little.
That's a little high.
510 pounds?
492 pounds, 510 horse so far. But it's a 6,000.
Yeah.
So that should be peak torque 5,300.
Yeah.
So 5,300, that means probably 6,800 would be peak horsepower about, I would think. 68 to 72 would be where peak
Yeah,
horsepower.
you see that graph changes though? I think your timing's starting to show real bad
Yeah, me too.
up there where you need it.
But that number here grab 20 horsepower
Oh yeah.
at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
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 The oil pressure?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You could takes horsepower to turn that pump.
A lot of it
Like,
too.
A lot of it. No, we're gonna need to reduce that. It doesn't need to be over 100 pounds for any
Other
reason.
one only had 60.
Yeah, well, and
Yeah,
60,
your other one would idle at like 30 pounds.
Yeah.
That was actually kind of shitty.
60 will live, you know.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had the stuff with me to do that right now.
To do what?
To reduce that oil pressure, I wish I had everything with me.
We have no choice because I don't want to go at 6,800. We're gonna have over 150
Yeah.
pounds.
Yeah, because we're still climbing.
It's dangerous to bust the filter
Yeah, I know.
because it's a little
Stock filter.
Mobile One filter. They sold that at Walmart.
It's a good one, Frank. Come on now.
It was crappy tire.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Canadian Tire.
Yeah, it was last night, late night when we didn't have a filter. Well, I mean, we can not know the horsepower on it, I guess, and
Well, that's not really.
Too much fuel, too much oil pressure.
well, we could
That's-
we could fuck with timing a little bit and get the fuel and timing right.
Well,
Yeah.
I kind of want to get this.
But you're gonna have to drive
Well,
home
we
and
could
get
make
your springs
it.
if you
We
want.
could make it work and make one pull at the end, and if it pops filter, shut the motor off. I mean,
Yeah, because we have.
if we get our timing right now, we can get our timing right going to 6,000, and then just make a hero pull at the end, and it is what it is.
or stop at 6,000. Because I mean, you might be better to not blow the oil out of it and hurt it.
What could you do to drop the oil
I
pressure?
have to change the spring. There's
There's no one inside that knows where they are. They can
So
dig
you
it
have
up.
to remove the pan.
no, I have to remove the front cover. I think if I just remove the front cover, I can do it.
Okay.
I have to remove the balancer, remove the front cover, remove the water pump.
Because if the oil filter bust, we're gonna have fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the headers
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not really.
So
It's not really the best situation.
no,
I guess I need to go back or somebody and get that unless you have a stock LS oil pump around. We can maybe take the spring.
yes. Let me check. I will find one.
Well,
Because if not, I guess we could go and take a lunch now or whatever and go get.
Where is the fucking oil pressure stuff? Where's the oil
Right
pump
on top
stuff?
of the stove.
Oil pump stuff sitting on top of the stove. I can go get it. You can get it torn apart.
So
And
it
then-
would take me about 15 minutes to take apart this one.
Well, you're gonna have to get that big friggin'
Yeah, but a balancer cord.
balancer
I
off.
have one.
Yeah, somewhere along. It didn't go on there that hard. I heated up a little bit and stopped it on the end.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think we got to do something. I think, like Frank says, we don't need to light the place on fire. I'll shoot home and get that, I guess.
I guess.
All right, so what have you done?
4 degrees.
Added 4 degrees.
We'll check a sparky
Smaller
plug.
oil pressure spring.
We'll check a sparky pluggy after.
The oil pressure still gets pretty high.
When it's hot, it's not that bad. Gotta make sure the oil's warm.
Yeah, but what do you got in it? 520? 520 in a stock oil pressure spring. They're still making 100 pounds.
Not enough dyno load or what?
Not enough water.
Yeah.
So the engine is
Making more power?
Yeah.
Driving through. Oh, yeah. I guess the timing works, eh?
That's kind of cool.
We know it works.
Yeah.
Every time we come here, Frankie has to reset the water brake.
This could be one of those things where, like, I've seen 2 degrees of my 350. 2 degrees is 50.
We had 100 horsepower in that between 32 and 36.
Yeah, we had
100 horsepower in his old 350. I mean, monster.
It has potential to be a.
Think she's gonna hold now, Frank?
I was wondering why I wasn't making the torque it should. I guess it was because of that.
Because you don't have enough water, or you have too much?
not enough. The goal is to be between 80 and 90%
Yeah.
at full throttle.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I just don't think it had enough water to really load. Yeah.
Make almost 500.
So we picked up 15 horsepower so far by adding.
20.
Yeah.
We were at 495.
Yeah, 20 by adding that timing, and we really don't. It probably makes more than that, but we didn't have enough water, right?
No, I don't think. So we,
Yeah, we picked up.
went this and that.
How fat are we now, though?
Yeah, what's our what the airfield? What did it do to the airfield?
Rich.
It's still rich, yeah.
I guess we need to pull something out of that, eh?
Well, we can maybe keep doing a few.
Yeah, check your timing mark.
Yeah. You want to? I could check timing mark if you wanted to add more water to the.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Still very conservative on the timing. Definitely can see it's plenty rich, but we're really conservative still. See, that's it. Your speckle there? That's our timing mark. We can run that down here, which that 4 degrees. 4 degrees is right from the top to there. That means we might be able to add another 2 or 4. So I wouldn't mind making another full water break, adjust it up. We'll check this again, and then we'll do a balance test and add 2 or 3 degrees to it again. We'll run the exact same test again, and we'll get a. Well, no.
And then see if we need to take fuel away from it. And then see if we need to take fuel away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. And be sure that the tank is not.
A little fat on the nitrous motor is not the worst thing, but
No, it's
you know.
but it's safer. We can
Safer.
do that. We can do that kit pretty rich on it too.
Yeah, we got a standalone fuel system with the nitrous, so you can just We usually do. It's kind of dangerous to have it just with your regular pump, you
I
know.
like to set it up separate like that. We have fuel for 3 or 4 more packs. Not more. Why? Got more? Okay.
I get another can of additive and more fuel if we need it.
I got another 4 gallon. Frankly, buddy, you gotta add some water to that thing.
He was there.
What did we do?
Like something weird on the dyno or something.
The dyno quit loading for some reason.
Did we fuck something up in the drive?
You remember that mystery noise?
How much work did we make here? We're over 500 right? But it lost it at the end there. It doesn't show, but it lost it.
Yeah, for whatever reason, we're not measuring anything at the top. That or that son of a bitch has a hell of a power band.
Fucking VTech just kicked in.
Yeah, the
Can you look at
the Scott and the Furious over here.
Just 17 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anything there, but
Just the sound of it kicks.
is it weird stuff?
Question is, do we let it go next time?
Did you add something? No.
No, we didn't. You just added water. That was the only change. You added water twice.
No, why you don't walk?
We have a dyno problem.
Scott, you broke the dyno.
I knew we should have done my motor.
How many degrees you had? 3. Timing mark is still small, right? And now we got water in the thing, so hopefully.
What's that?
Hopefully we don't drive through the brakes again. Or I don't know if we should say that.
Just gonna send it.
Maybe driving through the brake is like a badge of honor.
Now let's get too much water, right? Now that we actually have water in it.
doesn't sound like it's anywhere near done though, RPM wise. I mean, look at that graph is going up like hell.
It's getting to its happy spot.
Started to.
The oil is coming up. Yeah, it looks normal now. Like that, 120 pounds, I'm not even worried. You know.
You're making 120?
No, we're making 85 there, but it's like if we turn it.
Give it more RPM.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe we could look at the spark plug again.
Yeah.
Well, you can make another. Okay, make a bowler.
You gain
Are you
anything
gonna
out of that
remove- Are you
timing?
gonna take some water out of it, Frank, or you're gonna leave it like that?
I will remove some water.
Okay. Sounds already better going to 6.
This one was at 6.
Yeah, sounds better.
Yeah.
So torque do 495. So it didn't change torque.
Nope.
So that would make me think that
Took out 2 jets.
you jets all the way around.
Gonna pull the 6500.
Well, more.
This big hot rod. It's making a lot of torque though. You gotta give it
Really
credit.
not where the torque should be either, though. What we had going there.
Still got plenty of fuel in it.
Had a lean spot.
Had one lean spot, eh?
Had a lean spot when we pulled when we like rolled into it, but
The record was the ship.
yeah.
Like that. So, when I stopped around that E40M,
Goes back down.
he made that. So we were at 50, 51. 5100, 540 horse, 5200. What was our torque set on? Go back down. Hey, our oil's more reasonable. 100's fine. 100's good. I like 100. I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't know. The air fuel is a little bit
Still rich.
still rich, but not to make the engine skip like that.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Well, the engine didn't really skip. It fucking pulled forward, I thought.
You thought it did what?
Like it ran away from the dyno.
I don't know what the hell it did.
Well, I mean, look, the power went vertical at the top, but it ran away from the dyno somehow.
Some kind of an anomaly of some kind.
There's nothing going on. Drops to 3 pounds and we're pulling, Frank.
We need to clean that filter again on that pump.
Or run 2 lines with carburetors.
No, but remember we had to take that fuel pump apart and clean it one time?
Yeah.
I did it 1 month ago.
But I'm also wondering if we don't run a line from each regulator.
Yeah,
Let's run.
because you drink.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know why it's going down. It wasn't going down before. pumped up. We're gonna hurt it if we keep doing that.
Yeah, that's cool, yeah.
We gotta stop.
Yeah, I can't drop.
Oh, it was right down to nothing.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to not know how much power it makes.
That's shit.
Yeah, because we're just starting to make power. And we're
Oh
doing
my
that.
god, look at the horsepower up there. It's like going up and up.
Yeah, it
and
goes
up.
crazy. Yeah.
Probably run out to 72, I think.
It would like to go up, wouldn't it?
So we told it at what, 560?
It dies after.
Three.
It
But it doesn't have fuel anywhere.
It
up
has
there.
no fuel pressure up there. I think though before we hurt the fucking thing, we better quit.
Well, we just leave it bolted right on, fix the pump, and come back another day.
Well, it's gonna take a little bit to get a pump there.
That's what I think. Unless you have a pump.
I think honestly, we know our tune is okay. It'll live, and we're not gonna kill it. I think we put her in the car and see what she runs. Because the big thing is to know, is to get this part done. I mean, the number we make on a dyno, honestly, Scott, don't mean shit. It's how fast it runs on the track. So the time it runs is going to tell you. Because all we're doing here is fucking it up.
Yeah, no, we're gonna fuck it up if we keep doing that to it.
But it looks like it's climbing up there.
No,
Well,
it's going.
It's
on
still
its way.
climbing. It's still climbing pretty quickly.
Climbing like a bitch, and then it just like falls apart.
Yeah.
But no, we have to. We have to stop.
I don't want to do that again.
No, I don't. We did a little work. And we figured out the bypass. This is supposed to regulate your pressure coming out of your pump, up to your fuel pressure regulator, and it is bypassing all the time. I went to drain the fuel tank. I turned the pump on, 0 pounds on the gauge, and the bypass is still running into the reservoir. So this is faulty, and that's why we keep losing fuel pressure. When we need it at higher RPM, we don't have it. So we need to change this, and it'll be fixed. Got one more engine to do, but it's a lot less horsepower, so it should feed it enough fuel. We should get through that one all right. So we definitely have an issue right there.
This here is my 267. It's very small and it won't make any power.
That's your excuse for only making 410 horse?
Yes.
What'd you put in it?
There's a nice little LS cam. There's nice AFR heads, roller rocker.
Not really an LS cam.
Well,
It's an LS firing order cam.
yes, it's like an LS cam. It'll do things.
It'll do
It'll be
things.
fine.
What's your prediction?
430, 440.
Well, for real, it's a stock bore 350.
Yeah.
Stock crank, stock rods,
Yeah.
new set of pistons, and hydraulic roller. You remember the cam specs at all?
No, I don't.
You don't remember them at all?
No.
Well, that's awesome. I probably will.
Oh yeah, he does.
These are AFR heads. This is the knockoff. They're cheaper head. They've been worked a little bit. The intake's been port matched to them. 750 HP Holly. Crappy distributor. It's welded. And we're gonna see what she makes. I keep telling him it's gonna make 410 horsepower. He keeps telling me I'm wrong.
I don't say you're wrong. I say I don't know. I just hope you're wrong.
Anyway, this is the third motor we're trying to dyno today. Getting late, we're getting tired, we're getting hot. Some bitch better run without a lot of trouble.
I hope so.
I hope you put the distributor in right.
It could be 180 out. It's very possible. I wasn't supervised when I was doing it. So if it, hot bang's funny, we know what it is.
If you cost us a bunch of time here, you know who's going to have to buy the ice cream on the way home.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Are you ready, Mr. Frank? Yes, I am.
Not too bad, Jay. timing light gonna do? Hey Frank, you wouldn't happen to have a timing pointer, would you?
Actually, there's one on the other block.
Well, somebody forgot.
You could steal that. I never ordered one, actually.
So we don't even know really.
It's about 23 degrees.
So we're just gonna see timing and see where it makes good horsepower, and we're gonna call that good.
Just do this, do a little bit of this, and listen to it, and see what it does.
So we're gonna add a mystery 2 degrees to it.
Oh yeah, but it's a super expensive. Oh shit! I can't afford this. No, I know.
It is what it is.
Borrow it and. Was this like behind the toilet or something?
Put it on there, Jay.
Does anyone have some duct tape?
Just take it to the front.
What do you want me to do? How many are 3? Start 3 to 5, I guess, to start. At 400 RPM per second.
I think that carburetor needs to go in your ultrasonic cleaner. Sounds like the idle circuit's a little fucky.
So I get to it.
Oh yeah?
The 4 barrel is very hard. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah? The carburetor. Okay. You need
You want to try to open it and see if the throttle's working good then?
It is. It is.
Oh, you checked it?
It's
Okay.
really tough to get the 4 barrels all the way open.
Oh yeah?
They're kind of sticky.
Hmm.
We're gonna try it.
How much jet do we need here?
Oh fuck, a lot. It was like 14.7.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
stoic. Holy, so like
Check if we are wide
maybe 4 or 5 sizes everywhere on the card, probably.
open.
Probably.
Yeah. Check if it's wide open. Go? Oh yeah. You're good. You got it.
A pull to 5500.
The idea.
Mystery timing.
Well, good. Lean though, yeah. Still a good pulling.
How is our fuel pressure? Nobody will look.
No, we can watch your video.
I don't have the fuel pressure.
To me, we can add 2 jets to the front would be fine. 2 jets in the front would be fine.
One or two, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, alright, good. We have a dip before 3500.
Okay,
So I will start
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't need to start at 3 for anything.
Getting lean, eh?
You had timing, so
Yeah, can we see what what it did? It sounded really good.
I stopped it before the end, but
Oh, you did.
402.
So it already picked up. It picked up
30
Yeah.
foot-pounds from
Yeah.
that timing.
And
Forget it, I'm gonna pull this plug, I'm gonna read the timing,
Yeah.
and then we'll figure out, maybe, can you guys start pulling the car, or
Yeah.
Jay, can you start pulling the car?
And torque 395.
And we're 395
And we
already,
just
and
begin.
now is just yet.
She's good and torquey.
It's gonna make quite a bit of power, this thing.
Probably good in the pickup, yeah.
Oh, fuck, it sounds like it pulls. It
That old
sounds
straight
like it
axle
blows the
Ford will
dyno.
kill you.
Yes, it will.
That's what's going to happen.
It's all on the impact up there now. And the wrench is there for the fuel line, and the drag there to fix fuel, and wow. They are all ready to set.
Leave the fuel line on it, Jay.
Huh?
Leave the fuel line on it. Frank will drain it.
You feel the okay?
Yeah.
The fuel pressure?
It's fine. It stayed good. It was above 6 pounds load time.
So what are we pulling it to?
Cool. We'll do the same thing we did there.
55?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he.
Try to just leave it a couple shots of gas. Just flood it. Pump it twice.
I think it's got enough timing in it. I think you got plenty of timing there.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That Ford China starter.
That sounds like 38.
It might be. I mean, that's where we like to party. 38 to 42. That's premium small block Chevy timing.
Well, it is, but it don't start very good. Well, it depends how shitty your heads are, too. He still idles pretty lean.
The jets don't do too much to it. I'm just merrily.
Not sure that carburetor's a star.
On bricks are there. Fucking thing just snapped dead lean.
That's me.
Weird, huh? Why it just went dead lean?
We had 6 pounds of fuel pressure. I watched it.
Normally, when that's happened, it's because the carb is too small.
In my case, they always go rich when the carburetor's too small. Because they lack air.
Yeah, but something happened with the vacuum on the carb.
Do you want to hook up the vacuum port? Do you want to hook up the vacuum the line and we can check it?
Yeah. Because we have the 12 check number on it, and it stayed at the same place.
Yeah.
Did you move the resistor?
I can back it up, John, a little bit if you want. Pull it back there. Okay.
Yeah, take a couple degrees out of it. That's good. Perfect.
We'll be alright.
We're getting Frank broke to redneck engine tuning.
Take no degrees out of it, Bob.
I don't need no wrench.
In fairness, the bolt is fucking A-tight. It's just
Jerk that distributor back.
old ATI.
Starts better there.
So now, do you have it set up so we read the vacuum when we plug in? Aha! Perfect.
May have to steal Scott's carburetor.
Yeah, we might. Okay, I'll end up on 850 on that bad boy.
Boy.
It makes vacuum. What the fuck? It is like the carburetor's too small. It starts making vacuum again.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Why does it want a large carburetor, Jay? Why does everything you have need a dominator?
It needs a dominator, really. I've been saying it from the beginning. I know it's a small block, but
This guy's like everything needs to have a dominator on it.
oh yeah. I had a
So he's
dominator
got
on
one
my-
at home now.
Yeah.
Now what? You really need a dominator on your dual plane. That's
What's the jet on it now?
82, 81, 92.
It's a lot of jet.
Put the 99s in it, buddy.
88s and 99s.
We did before.
Yeah.
To do
That's
the
what it
stupid
was
thing.
running on.
This car?
Yeah.
That carb on that motor before when we had a different camshaft in it.
But it's not normal.
But I tried.
I
different
think there's
carburetors on it.
something
I had
wrong with
a
that
bunch of different
carburetor.
Carburetors on it.
Oh yeah?
Do we have another
Yeah.
core carburetor we could just toss on? Just
I have one.
a test carb we could just throw on it?
Absolutely. It's a 480 jet.
We ditched Jay's shitbox carburetor.
He's better already.
And it looks like the air feels a lot better with this one right out of the box. Oh, Jay, look,
Is that 410?
411.
Yes, B410.
But it looks like it's making plenty of power. Fuck, is that only at peak
Hey,
torque?
hey, look at the torque.
Is that
Torque is-
only at peak torque there? At $5,000, it's only at peak torque?
Always.
So we're gonna keep pulling like another 2,000?
And we are able to try it right fucking now.
Wow.
Yeah, we got plenty of fuel. Or
Wow.
Do it.
6,000?
Yeah, sure. It's
60.
gonna keep going. It'll go to 60. Well, I ran it to, I shifted it at 7 one time in the truck and it bent the valves. And then
We're gonna begin with 62, okay?
yeah. I mean, I brought it out of the driveway, I put it on the floor, it went to $7,000. It was like,
something happened in that comment that all of a sudden Frank lost his nerve. Well, we're gonna have to order Jay a carburetor. That's obvious.
I suspect so, yeah.
Take my money. Very nice.
It ain't like I make any profit off of it.
No, this is.
Weird. Fuel pressure's starting to go.
Is it really?
Yeah.
We beat the dyno.
That's it. That's the key to beating the dyno.
Oh, she's topping out. 424.
But it's still flat and there's
Oh,
something
it's still
going on
going,
up there.
but
Something going on up
the
there.
fuel pressure's down to like 4 pounds or less.
Oh, it's doing what Scott's motor's doing now. Yeah. 85 pounds of oil pressure.
The BSFC's not really.
No, it's
No.
that's not right though. That tells me there's something wrong.
We're not lean. We're not going lean there though.
I think that's a check a spark a plug kind of thing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, could be a timing.
It's time for
Could
that.
be a timing thing.
Moving water might be better for it, or do you think too much water could cause that?
We told you that.
The fuel gauge, the fuel pressure gauge was dropping though too
Yeah.
at that point.
For sure.
The BSFC doesn't indicate it, but
Here, 70. Yeah, look, 45, 40.
Yeah.
I could, yeah, I will remove a little bit of
Just
water.
like just a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
so with a slight fix with the pair of vice grips, we've got more fuel pressure now.
We're good.
We hope.
Yeah, baby. I'll watch that. I'll watch the fuel pressure gauge.
Let me blow the camera out. I can't really see it.
I can manually watch it if you
I'll
want.
try and get a video of it.
control.
Maybe. You got good springs in it and everything though.
Yep. But
That fuel pressure stayed right on, just like a rock.
424. Although it's still going up, it's
Yeah.
just running badly. You would, if it was bad springs, it would nose like hard, I would think.
Yeah.
To me,
Maybe it's Jay's old spark plugs or his wonderful distributor or his shitty old wires. I mean,
it could be any of those things.
wow. I'm
Let's-
just,
The
Let's be
DSSCs
real
are
here.
fucking
Those
weird.
wires were new at one point.
65? 66?
Sure, try 65, see if it.
those wires were new at one point? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, one day, like 10 years ago, they were new.
No, like last year.
But you burned them up with those weird headers ears.
Well, that's why it's a mixed set.
I think we need to get you a set of ceramic end ones there.
I believe that.
We own them, I mean.
Well, no, I can't have them.
Those weren't ceramic ends, those ones of mine he had.
No, but I like those.
Whoa, baby.
Valve control?
Valve control. Fire on the hole.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. That was complete loss of valve control.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. That's an answer for us.
That's because you got good springs in it too.
62, 6300. So it needs, really, honestly, probably still needs more valve spring, even though we're 150 pounds on the
That or you need to slack off your valve adjustment here.
It's a
Hydraulic.
solid-
Hydraulic roller.
what kind?
It's a Summit cam.
Summit.
I've got
The lifter, what kind?
LF7. LF7.
They are supposed to be able to rev to the sky.
It's got good springs too.
Yeah.
It's got good seat pressure. It's got good springs.
Now I don't know if that could. It could be literally just the fucking springs. It's possible.
Yeah. The question is, what Jay want? Are you happy with that, or you want to spend money on spring, or
423, so 420, basically 425 horse.
yeah?
I'm just wondering if it would pay to loosen them valves all up a quarter turn.
I mean, honestly, like,
He broke 410, so he's
You
happy.
need a carburetor.
But-
For
yeah,
sure.
this I know.
Okay.
But 400
Yeah.
foot-pounds and 425 horse is a pretty good 350. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's honestly making what I
Yeah.
wanted to be happy, which is
Yeah.
right around 430.
yeah.
You know,
And rev only at 6,200 RPM.
yeah,
Not
Yeah.
7, so it's easy on the
Easier on
engine.
alternates.
Yeah.
Because where does it peak torque? 47?
45, 40,
45, 47?
somewhere here.
Where is it peaking horsepower?
60, just right before it's falling on its face. It's
The peak torque is
397,
45.
4700.
45 to 49.
So
6,300's peak horsepower.
that makes sense, actually. That makes sense. That actually all adds up.
Even when it's spitting fire, it's not losing a lot of horsepower.
That adds up. That makes sense, actually, what that's doing.
I just wondered if you wanted to try one pull, slack in valves just a hair, and just see if it still bothers.
Up to Jason's.
I don't know, if you guys are curious and you want to learn something, I would say go for it. Because otherwise, I'm happy like that.
I'm just talking.
I know they're all in the middle of the adjustment. They've all got a ton of.
I understand. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying,
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
are we losing lifter control? Are we losing spring? Like, what are we losing?
Spring somehow. Those hydraulic lifters are heavy. That's like the only thing I can say is the springs, the valves, everything's super light. It's all the 8mm valve train, but those fucking lifters are heavy, and I think they need a lot of spring.
If you got, what do you got for seat pressure on those springs now? You got a fair bit, 150.
Which I mean, the LS stuff at 150 says it's good to 660 lift, and that's what's in Scott's motor.
And do we play with the air bleed?
No.
You want to? You want to play with the air bleeds?
You have idle air bleed
Yep.
and power air bleed. Okay, so the power air bleed will affect this
The
portion,
middle?
this portion here, and more RPM need less fuel.
Yep.
So if you
So you want-
oversize the air bleed
It's
on
gonna-
the power
It'll
side.
lean the middle of the curve.
Everything here.
Yeah, it would help it a little bit. You get a few numbers out of it.
And if
Maybe it's too rich. Yeah, maybe it's just
too rich with a not expensive distributor system.
Yeah.
We could try it. It's interesting. You got an air bleed kit?
Yeah.
Let's put it in there and see.
Okay.
I'm interested.
Still breaks up a little bit. I think that's your shitty ignition.
I know. You think it's ignition? You don't think it's
I think it's ignition. Because we had no fire out the pipes that time. With that loosened up, pipes were clean. So the valves weren't hanging open there.
Can we see an overlay? You think it's ignition too, Frank?
I suppose I'm curious.
You had no fire out of your
Do you
pipes.
have an
at all.
MSD distributor we could just stab in it for?
No, I got a replica All-Star
Yeah, but like
with the MSD box.
like
and
we could
everything.
plug it into the MSD box and see?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could make a mark on
We
the
still have
valve.
shitty plugs and shitty wires.
Yeah, no, I
I
guess.
think it's one of those things we just live with.
434.
410 foot-pounds, we're up on torque.
Yeah.
Up on horsepower too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like the looser valves. I think we were floating a little bit. We're not floating now. Because there's no fire. It was clean out the pipes. How was the air fuel now? Did we pick?
So, the question is, what Jay want?
What do you mean, what do I want? What do you want? You want to try a different distributor in, see if it's your failing HCI shit? Sure, go for it.
Do it.
You have wires too,
Well, those
Yes.
wires
or? Because I don't have any faith in his wires. What do you got? You got some stuff you use for the dyno or what?
Yeah.
All I have
Those
you
wires
know,
will work.
Those are the best of 2 sets.
Yeah, but some of them are burned up, aren't they?
No, those are the good ones.
There's no burnt ends on
No
those.
burnt ends
No.
on anything.
Those
Okay.
are all good.
Good
Okay.
wires.
The best of the best.
All right,
So I
the
guess
best of the
we
best.
should
A
roll
more HEI.
Well, I'll be fucked. I didn't actually think it was.
You didn't believe me, did you?
No, I really didn't.
That'd be the cheapest 15, 20 horse you ever found in your life.
And the least frustrating one too. 446.
See?
And it revs clean to 65.
Yeah. Yeah, we're done with the fire. We're done with. I don't think loosening the valves hurt it because we didn't have fire the last pull.
No, I
with
think
the
we
HEI.
can still tighten on the scotch.
Yeah, but you have to be real careful with your adjustment.
So, ignition.
I think those lifters are fussy little bastards.
Ignition. Yeah. That's cool.
So what do you think, Frank?
Ah,
Proof positive?
yeah.
What was our air fuel?
Rich?
Still rich?
11, 12.
3.
Low.
Oh yeah, we were leaning it up a bit, but it's still really rich safe.
Probably no sense worrying about it because
What
I mean,
was our torque?
we're not keeping this carburetor anyway.
406.
47, 48.
So, note from like so our load in we were at 396
396.
foot-pounds, and our lowest really
It's 352.
is 352. That's right at the top. Really, 63 is about where we should shut it off, and it's 378 there.
So we're
So it means there's 30 foot-pounds from like load in to load out in variance. It's the flattest torque curve known to man.
we peak horsepower at 61. 445.
Yeah,
It
462.
carries.
It's right to 62, and it carries.
It carries to 65
Really?
to
It carries
43. So you
65.
lose 2 horsepower. 43 even to 66. Even when we shut off, we were still 443.
What's our VSFCs doing?
So it
Oh
carries.
yeah, you see the VSFCs are kind of done up top. You see it spike there at 6,200. That's your peak horsepower, and then it drops.
Well, that makes sense considering that's your peak horsepower.
Yeah. It's got some really good VSFCs. Look at the where peak torque is. It's like insanely.
Lo and behold, you get rid of an HEI distributor and you gain horsepower. Who
Wow,
would have thought?
I'm not surprised.
I can grab one of our older full tests.
I think we have our older full test that we run it all the way.
We do.
Yeah.
Well, we never went that high in RPM because the other shit wouldn't run that high.
Overlay. Ignition system. More torque, more horsepower.
So what did we make with the old ignition?
We made
423.
423.
423 to 446. So you picked up 23 horsepower with an ignition system.
That's upgrades, and it runs better literally even down at 3,500.
It ran better everywhere. It sounded better. It ran
And
better.
it actually has a timing curve.
It just was a happier, nicer engine down there. So
How much you want for your kit?
I don't know.
Well, we should look on Motor State a little bit too and see what.
Yeah, we'll see what the price is.
We'll see what the pricing
we'll
is.
go
and-
price shopping a
yeah.
little bit and see what you want to do
I
because
don't-
he's got that box and.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really care about that box that much. So I've got one with the chip, one without. Which you probably want the one with the chip because you're a hammerhead. Especially if we give you a good carburetor and a good ignition that'll go to RPM, you'll go to RPM.
Wow.
So,
If you have it, you may as well use it.
Let alone if I get the.
but you got other things you ain't using.
If I ever drive the thing, you know it'll get used the RPM. So.
Yeah, you'll use anything. So,
Well, okay.
Use and abuse, really.
She ain't 280, she ain't a lady.
well, let's get this thing off the dyno.
Well, this has been probably one of the bigger successes of the day.
I'd say so. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, a little small block Chevy, you know,
I'll go with the
I mean,
49s.
that'll kill you in that straight axle pile of crap.
That'll
you're
be
driving.
great. That's gonna actually run the nicest of anything I want though.
Yep.
So your 80s and 80s on the Jets?